Welcome back, I'm the Executioner, and today we're taking a look at a Laci Green video who's fear-mongering that Trump won the election. Let's not keep her waiting. Enjoy. Oh, what's the matter, Laci? You get triggered because someone didn't use your correct pronouns?
It happened, didn't it? It's not a nightmare that I'm in.
Let me guess, Donald Trump won the election. What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think, like, the Holocaust 2.0 is gonna happen, or World War III is gonna happen? Do you really think that's possible? The president has limited power as is, checks and balances, so I don't really have to worry about that. If you actually know your U.S. politics, Laci.
Really happened. I have some feels to get off of my chest. I need to put it somewhere. So if you're all electioned out, which I totally understand, just a heads up, you can bounce.
Wow, it wouldn't be an SJW video if there wasn't a trigger warning.
Sweet sex posse babes, the Trumpocalypse has arrived. Y'all know me well enough. I value equality. I think it's so important. Inclusion, human dignity, avoiding World War III.
Laci, do you even realize that Donald Trump has said on record he wants to repair the burned bridge, which is Russian-U.S. relations? Do you realize that? That would avoid World War III big time. Yet Hillary Clinton wanted to set up a no-fly zone in Syria, which would have escalated tensions to a whole new level. She wanted to intervene in the Ukraine as well. That would have started World War III more than what Donald Trump is doing.
Those things matter to me. And that's why last night was terrifying. I am so sad. And I am so angry. And I know that for many of you, your spirit has been crushed.
How is your fucking spirit crushed? He's the fucking president now. He doesn't really have any real power. The U.S. kinda likes their figureheads, and the U.S. president is kinda one of those things. He can only veto laws and sign executive orders, and even then the Supreme Court can override his executive orders. And guess what? I think even a conservative court would override an outlandish thing a president would do, no matter if it was Donald Trump or Hillary or any other fucking president. It could be a potato for all I care.
By this whole thing, just as much as mine has. So it's not really clear what exactly the future holds for us yet. But if we go by the election cycle, things do look bleak. Millions of us, myself included, could lose our health insurance. There could be serious cuts to scientific research, to climate change and clean energy efforts.
Laci, you're wrong on one thing. NASA would actually have a huge boost in actual budget under a Trump administration. He actually supports actually going to other planets and exploring shit. He wants to bring back the moon program and the Mars missions and stuff. You know that would be awesome towards science, you know. And guess what? Even if there's a cut towards climate research, the private industry can fill it in anyways. Or non-government bodies that are, like the Richard Dawkins Foundation and stuff like that. You know that non-governmental stuff that has donations can do this research. You know that, Laci.
To government programs for our sick and our poor, to education. Planned Parenthood will be target number one. My LGBT family now lives under a vice president who literally believes in electrocuting the gay out of children.
Laci, a quick Google search can actually dispel the myth that Pence supported electroshock therapy for gay people. He never supported that. He supports conversion therapy, which is, believe me, horseshit at best, but it isn't electroshock therapy. A quick Google search and clicking on a Snopes article can dispel that myth.
President Trump openly admits to sexual assault and is on trial for child rape. He is proudly endorsed by the KKK, North Korea, Putin.
Laci, he has never accepted an endorsement from the fucking KKK. He actually kicked out a KKK member who's wearing a racist t-shirt at one of his rallies. He kicked the fucker out. Now, for North Korea endorsing Trump, I don't know about that one, but Putin, definitely. And guess what? If Putin wants to have a relationship with the US and Trump, heck, I'm all for supporting that, because anything to de-escalate from freaking World War III. Only in an SJW world where an enemy or a rival wants to cooperate is a bad thing.
For real, are we in the upside down right now? Because that's what it feels like. How the fuck did this happen? First and foremost, because we let it happen.
Yes, Laci, you let it happen. It's more like you shot yourself in the foot and stepped on a landmine. That's how bad you fucked yourself over. When people couldn't even talk about Trump because you would get triggered, guess what? People aren't going to talk to you anymore, or they're not going to be inclined to vote for your candidate. And people who did support Hillary will look at you and say, why the fuck am I supporting her, and switch over to Trump. Because guess what? Nobody wants to be on the side of an SJW who gets triggered over everything.
And that's like the hard part to swallow. But also, from where I'm sitting, our political establishment failed us. Lies and corruption in Washington warmed people to a candidate that is completely unqualified and has no experience. And even more overtly, people say that racism and sexism are over. No, they're not over. They are very much a part of our social fabric.
Laci, I'm not going to say that racism isn't over. Racism still exists, but it's not the systematic racism of the 60s. We've come a long way. We have equal rights now. We have the Civil Rights Act to protect citizens. So guess what? Maybe you should give that Civil Rights Act a good read, Laci.
Trump saw that. He saw the undercurrent of misogyny and racism, and he rode that wave to electoral college victory. Without a doubt, Trump gave a voice to unspeakable darkness.
Laci, remember, SJW rules. You can't say anything that sounds triggering. You can't say darkness because, guess what? That's racist, apparently, to SJWs. Like yourself.
But you know what? We don't have to listen to it.
Laci, Donald Trump is going to be the president. Jiminy Cricket isn't going to come down and pull a wand out of his ass and make everything okay. Do you understand that?
If you, my dear internet friends, somewhere out there in the world are hurting today, I have 4 reminders for you. It's okay to feel angry or sad or confused. Your feelings are valid. 2, you are loved, you matter, and your rights will be defended. That is a personal promise. 3, remember that if it were up to young people, last night would have been a landslide in the other direction. So,
Laci, are you fucking dumb? There are older people who supported Hillary, so fuck off. You know, it's like, it's your fault that people who are younger, who supported Hillary, didn't go out to vote. And that's the problem because of the media. The media played the image that Hillary was going to win, so people are like, fuck it, let's not vote. And guess what? The Electoral College decides it. So guess what? Your popular vote fairy tale myth doesn't decide the presidency.
But don't lose hope. There's tremendous good in the people around you. And 4, once the shock of this all wears off, anger and resentment may set in, like some people we know. But we can't do it that way. We gotta do it a different way. We have to use our anger to help each other. Whenever you're ready, and you have a right to take some time, but when you get there, get ready to be vocal, get ready to get involved. Please be proactive.
No, I've had enough. Laci, Donald Trump's going to be the president. Deal with it. Anyways, I'm the Executioner. I hope you had a wonderful time. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful week. And bye.